Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Thebes, in which all I have to say, as you can hear me in this somber tone of mine, if you saw my previous episode, it was a bit of a sad episode to me. I mean, sure, as you can see in the map, we did expand into Epirus, because Macedon started another one of its wars, and we saw the opportunity to take Epirus for ourselves, and Macedon graciously gave it to us. So Epirus, which is part of the region of Greece, it's ours. But now, I mean, that was the positive part of things. But in the court in Thebes, not so much. As we know that Hippostratos Aristodemid, the founder of his dynasty, allegedly, depends on who you ask, he's dead. Died from natural causes, but in actuality died of diphtheria sufferings that he's had for a while. He died on the 28th, so he died nearly 7 years ago. He was a long-lived ruler, in which at age 74 he made Thebes turn from a city-state into a regional power, becoming the hegemon of Greece, technically. Nearly. But now, there's other matters to attend to. And that is that my father, Megakos, also has passed. Don't mind what that says. So due to the health complications that he has, died of severe inflammation ultimately. He was 56. And thus spared these living children. Euphema, the eldest, fled to the Antigonid kingdom. So she serves under them now. Monotonous, cautious, modest. Even though her health isn't that good because of her depression, but she left the court to go with the Antigonids. In other words, well, she now lives in Antigonia, the capital of the Antigonid kingdom in Syria. And because of this move, since she was one of the pretenders, so she left the country. She had no reason to be here anymore. So now she serves under against our potential enemy, which now they have gone to war against Paphlagonia. And then I thought of something about them, and that is that future conflict with Egypt, because I've decided that our next conflict will be with Egypt, which possesses the strongest fleet of the entire Mediterranean. But the question is, what are they exactly? They have one of the largest armies, but they have the best navy of the Mediterranean. And they have nearly 100,000 strong. With the Antigonids going to war against a smaller country, they're not going to last. So we wish nothing but the best of them, because, well, we're not going to turn our backs on them anymore. Despite the fact they are enemies and we have claims against them for Attica, I think we may have to get together with them, because we need them against Egypt for the land war, to keep them distracted while we try to figure out how to destroy their navy, as the Antigonids possess quite a navy of their own. And bringing Macedon along would also be good, and if Rome can get their act together, then perhaps we could take out the Egyptians together. But in actuality, we just wanted these 3 islands here. I mean, as you can see, the Antigonid fleet, they have 11 megapolyremes, biggest ship of its class. So, the real problem is, where is their fleet positioned? So that's what we're about to find out. We're going to need a scout ship. I'm not going to assign an admiral. You are going to be traveling from there all along the coast and into the Nile, then return to Crete before we reunite with the rest of the fleet. In fact, the rest of the said fleet should actually go to Crete here, in anticipation of the future conflict with the Egyptians for these islands. We have the manpower, so we're ready for war, but financially, I don't know. I have the maintenance down for all of these because we need some more money for the time being. But we're going to try to get an alliance together, an anti-Egyptian alliance. So we're on the move. And meanwhile, our current ruler, he was able to get rid of the dysentery, thanks to the treatment of the physician, and as he's to get more money. Unfortunately, he's still depressed, as his health continues to deteriorate, but very slowly, and has not impregnated this young wife of his, and the one who is married to my brother. Well, unfortunately, he's frail and has dysentery. So our family could be, I don't know. I just do not know. So we'll go as far as Memphis before we tell it to return to Crete. Not like that. All along the coast, we say. Down the river Nile. Then check up. Then return to Nile. And then return to Crete with the rest of the fleet. This is the destination for our Liburnian, which we're using as a scout ship. We're looking for the Egyptian fleet so we can know their composition, so we'll know what kind of ships are we dealing with, and how many ships do we need to take on the Egyptian fleet, along with teaming up with the Antigonid fleet and the Macedonian fleet. And possibly Roman as well, but I don't think they're going to be that committed. So in the theoretical war, if we were to start, all but Macedon would be willing to join. Neither is Rome. That's the reason why we need to get together. And it kind of makes me wonder, if I do have a child, if I do get one child out, and if it turns out to be the daughter, what happens with future marriages? Because I know Egypt has a Bacillus. Would that be of her dynasty? Yes. Okay, just making sure of how agnatic works. So if you're the ruling female and gets married, so technically it's matrilineal marriage. Just wondering. Mission to search for the Egyptian fleet. It's just mercenary ships. Just mercenaries. Soon to be passing through Alexandria. Should be stationed there. I mean, that's their home port. Yep, there it is. All 72 of them. Okay. 34 Liburnians, 36 triremes, and 2, what are they called? Teters. That's actually weaker than we originally anticipated. I mean, they do have light and medium ships, but I don't think that's really the thing. This is their admiral. 9. Humble, miserly, crafty. Nubian. Arabic faith. Okay, so now we know who the heck we're dealing with. Your mission's accomplished. Turn around. Scouting mission complete, so remember that. Hang on, I'm writing down on my notes. See? You have to assess before you attack. Remember what we're dealing with, but they could potentially build more ships when hostilities began. Don't rush that day. And don't forget about some of the ships that's going to come from my subjects. That will further contribute to our manpower is full, so national tax up. Let the money flow. Anyways. In a theoretical war, we can afford more ships. But at least we have one type of heavy ship, which could definitely take on all their ships of their class. So I think we need a little more of these. Slightly cheaper than this one. Give me 5 more. Theirs is mostly light ships, but don't underestimate them. A swarm of light ships could, with a good admiral, can definitely devastate a fleet of this type. Our admiral's doing alright. '81. All these lower cohorts have died with him. That means an army is going to be easier to manage. Well, returned from the Olympics, I see. Here you go. So I'm putting it back in the army. Why not? There you are. Okay. Putting you in this army. In 73 days, then we'll know the final cost. And we may increase the size of the main army as well. The first army. Because we're going to do a little bit of a reshuffling here. In preparation for the conflict. Not impregnated you, and my brother did not impregnate her. Damn it. I may resort to adoption. Anyways, yeah, we're preparing for a war against Egypt, but our dynasty's line is not secure. That's a problem. How much are those expenses now? Okay, here's what we're going to do here. We're going to introduce heavy cavalry here, but those 2 light cavalry will be going to the other army where the light cavalry is. Although we could do a little more size. 1 more archer. For this army. Hey. Get over there. One more. Why not? Thankfully, Aristodemid has been in remission from his previous ailment. Doctor's overrated anyway. You never asked for a treatment. Okay, he's gone over his dysentery, but due to his frailty, his health will slowly deteriorate until you have children. got the money. Well, what good would that do? The Oracle of Delphi. There's been a rise and fall of many legendary heroes. Ill tidings arrived from the Oracle of Nestor, bearing bad news, very news of bad times to come. Well, we have already been having bad times. Unless Thebes to get a new leader. Our noble society started to look at me with skeptical eyes, as the Oracle herself says an ill-befitting leader. Maybe it is time to change our leadership. What? Abdicate to my brother, who is just as ill as I am? He's frail. But he has not gotten a family started, and neither have I. Something's gotta give. But who are we to question? But a large ceremony will be held to appease the gods. We were saving our money for something else. This military buildup, but now we'll try to please him. Please grant us a child. Took a drink. The ceremony to appease the gods continued for several days until he finally got the response we were hoping for. It seems Apollo has been appeased by our actions and has intervened on the behalf and make sure they will continue to rule in the light of the gods. Great news. Good to know. How you feeling? Arthritis? Ah, no wonder why you're not as good as you used to. Perhaps you need a supply train, just one more to add. Then we're ready. Since Egypt's got a lot of Lebanese, so give me, gee, I don't know. Wait until we make a couple of more. Like we're thinking about adding at least 10 more triremes. Then that should be it to fight against the Egyptian fleet. And before the war starts, what I would do is position the armies there to begin their march to Andros, while the fleet will be at the coast in Alexandria to block them from leaving, assuming they're still there. But we will not start the war without Macedon and Antigone. Should be doing that. Oh, well, there's your problem. Oh dear. We started yet another war. Slow down. Keeping our maintenance down. I ain't going up there. Rome's still at war. I can clearly see that. I ain't gonna do this myself because this is a far dangerous task than anticipated. Now they're gonna be finishing off what's left of Kush. All the way down in the Sudan. Into, what is this region called? Yeah, all the way down to the land of Punt. Since I have enough influence, so... Can't we all just get along? for the sake of it. So we could have for everything. Before we'll see what the final cost is going to be like. Remember, if I reach the 10% health without a child, I'm going to be adopting. That doesn't mean I adopt them as my child. We'll just keep the family alive. Doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean what you people think it means. Well, there are others. I mean, I can't, get him married. That's his choice if he wishes to scheme for a family member. Help us here. Right. Like, don't worry, we have our military plans. Just our problem is now is so this is our kind of army. First Stratos is the elite army because it has heavy cavalry and heavy infantry, and with some light, but that's just to take more morale damage in a prolonged fight. This is mainly archers, like the cheaper forces. Preeminent Lycurgus. That's the admiral. Some say throughout Thebes that there's one constant. The deeds and the character of Lycurgus precede him, from the villas of the capital to the shabbiest border town. He's risen to great prominence in the position of public servant and aristocrat, and through his legendary private sorties, everybody worth knowing in Thebes. He could no doubt make a useful domestic ally. Sure, I'll get a little bit more corruption, but this will keep him loyal. Because he's the admiral, I'm gonna need him. He's the one with the best fleet. There's no one better than him. Barely afford it. 10 more triumphs in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now make at least 200 gold, and then move the armies towards Andros. Begin drilling for a while longer, while we send our fleet to Alexandria, and when the war starts, we blockade them. Guess we'll do it ourselves. This can always be trusted to handle those who do them wrong, with admirable benevolence. Some say that this invites trouble, but we know better. So his finesse is all the way down, but charisma up. And less tyranny. I sigh in depression. If we can get rid of depression, which you can over time, it's just... And if I get an illness, I'm a dead man. I have the money. Why not? Let's just prove legitimacy. I'll be using some of the wealth to research the lineage as time passes, just to get the legitimacy all the way back up to 100. As you could see, it's my brother, my other brother, and there's some other pretender who is a kinsman, and this man who was causing trouble earlier in the last episode, but we were able to get it together. Also, it's time for you to start integrating with us. Yes, I said integrate. The reason? It's part of Vilsha, so we kind of want this land a bit. Because it's got a sizable population, some of which can definitely be moved over here. Oh, claim a holding from him. Good on you, boy. Have you impregnated your wife yet? Nope. And neither have I with mine. Grow impatient. I mean, look at how large is theirs. And yet, there's not many of us left, and Philopos is grown up. Original thinker and just. And please have a scheme that you'll find political marriages. You could be our last hope. Otherwise, I'm going to start adopting people. The fickle seas can bring ruin or prosperity to many locales. The city of Ankea appears to be reaping with the rewards of a particularly good trading season this year. Excellent. Over there. Anything to help the economy. They probably hired mercenaries. There's no way they have cohorts that high. But it keeps their manpower reserves down a little. Maybe that's why they resorted to having mercenaries. Because Kush, well, I don't know if they encountered Egyptian forces yet, but one thing we know. They have the entire Nile under their control. Antigonid has expanded, and now the Antigonid started to go up against Armenia, Iberia, and Colchis. Basically the entire Caucasus. You done? Okay. We're gonna need you for something. Macedon is willing to join, but not Rome. But okay. I kinda don't need Rome because they're stuck in their stupid little war over there with the Etruscans. Which they could... Where is the Romans? That's their entire army. This is how much they've reduced to. It has come to our attention that our trusted advisor, Bernicos, has been siphoning funds from our treasury into his own pocket for some time. The disappearance of monies collected from across Thebes eventually aroused suspicions. With combined eyebrow-raising extravagances, such as extremely flattering statues of him being erected, could not be written off as mere coincidence. Abuse of this kind must not be tolerated, lest the entire state apparatus becomes charade for personally enriching vain aristocrats. The specific punishment is, however, up to debate. You're not head of the family, are you? Yes, he is. But he's loyal and got a lot of holdings. This fat cat here. Human. We just imprison a man, and we get this large amount of money. And I will be very popular for this. So, due to our ruler's upstanding character, will say, the only a real punishment will deter embezzlers. Sure, family ain't gonna be happy about this. Oh, this is why they play that noise, because it's time for the Olympics too. Son of the Admiral, you go. Okay, we got a large amount of wealth suddenly. I don't know about you, son. Oh, come on. He's got that illness too. Probably just got it today, this month. I kind of don't want to screw him up a bit. Don't employ somebody too young who has too low of a statesmanship. Hell, my statesmanship isn't, you know. Anyways. Okay, there's your war chest right here. You could spend a little bit if you wish to. I need to with the aggressive expansion related things. War score cost will do us good. Save that money for this next level of tech. Get that. Oh no. Inflammation. It's not terrible, but he is very fragile right now. Brother, you did it. Alright. Perhaps you're going to keep this dynasty alive at all through me. You might be a future ruler one day. Even though it'll be a bit of a short reign, but still. You have saved the dynasty, but I cannot save myself. Unless you have to forget about the lineage. The legitimacy is good as it is. Go seek treatment right now. And we'll get one more tech. War score costs reduced, so it'll be easier for peace negotiations to get a strong power like Egypt while they're distracted. And we just hope they keep losing their money because they're high army maintenance by recuperating these losses. So they need some. They're really out of men. We'll lose 1,000 due to attrition. Yeah, something clearly is going on down there. I don't know what, but we know it's a long way. What's your objective? Take Tana. Down there. Should we? Port maintenance to be kept down, because this is largely an offensive war. Right. I'll get my treatment and prepare for war. It's a matter of you. He just became frail recently, but he's still a damn good general, no matter what. How about you, Admiral? Doing well? Good. Not to mention you became prominent recently. You'll be prepared to set sail soon. Stand by. He was a researcher. Okay, you'll do. You know, you're a pretender and you could potentially cause trouble. When's the due date? It's coming January. Okay. Start drilling. Both of you have a little bit of experience. Can't afford any more ships to build. Just hope they don't do something reckless. We need their fleet. Rome is pretty much too busy. I'd love to have the Antigone, but no, too many relations, competing power, that's the main reason. Wait until the morale's all the way up as we drill them a little. We're all ready. And we set boarding tactics, which is a preferable tactic. Harassment will be the main tactic. You're to set sail in November. Manpower's at the max. We're definitely ready. Go. Head to Alexandria. Keep them blocked. And we may spend more money on more ships if things don't go well for you. Once you arrive, war's declared. Dawn is ready. Don't you... Oh, by the way, I didn't recognize you. Did your father just... Oh. It's been a while since I took a good look at him. But he's still got the bloods of both famous dynasties. So remember, for our future expansion in Greece, Egypt first, through Andros, and possibly taking this other area, Kos, another feudatory of Egypt. Possibly them too. Unless we want them to be released, and then subsequently get them in here with us, as a feudatory or tributary. Either or. Preferably feudatory so we can integrate them later. Because you know what this island has? Silk. There's hardly anywhere like that. Even the islands got silk. Very valuable. Anyways. Now, as they've set sail to head to Egypt, then we shall start the war. Take 2 fortresses down, while our fleet will have to keep those Egyptians back. If we can't stop the Egyptian fleet, then nothing can with their massive forces. Even though they're all the way down, by that time, they should be meeting forces in Kush. General Balagram. What the? Not sure. There is tyranny going on over there. Anyway, set sail. Heading to Alexandria to block them. We may send you more ships. Preferably light ones. Because I'm not sure the mediums or heavies are confident enough to take them on. It's not much cohorts, but we'll do what we can. Where did they go? Find them. No. This way. Find their fleet. We're not in Alexandria anymore. It's attrition. No damage. This is going to be problematic. Nothing over here. Come on, get out of there before you all take damage. Oh, they took damage. Assume they're in Cyrenaica, alright? Get prepared. And they'll have to go through a storm too. Damn. This war's gonna be delayed slightly. Petitioner approaches. A strappy young adult by the name of my wife approached me this morning. In a hushed voice, she spoke of a vision of a near future, which she was found by her loved ones, having been ritually sacrificed. With shaking hands, she offered all her worldly goods to the state in return for our protection. I wonder if more loyalty means, I don't know. She's not pregnant. Never had a chance to pregnant her. And it doesn't look like I'm gonna get the treatment I want. Well, I have another chance at it, but thanks for the money. Thanks. Well, if they're not in the Nile Delta, then we could safely assume they're around the Libyan coast, including Cyrenaica coast. But she is losing money. She's been spending things. But they don't have the full manpower to last a long war, whereas we can. You got troops. Are you at war again? God! Wait a minute. History. You're going far, ain't you? You mad expansionist. Istria. Guess we'll have to rely on the ships and other subjects to team with us while we keep them blocked. Oh, by the way, who's your child? Negarchus. Named after your father. Anyways. Ships repaired, okay. Start looking for that fleet. We need to find them. Keep them blocked, even though they outnumber us. But still, at least delay them. And their armies further down south in Kush. Which I don't think they made further gains. I guess they countered. Have they got any ports? There's one. I'm sure Egypt's looking to reclaim it. Where the hell is it? Unless they went deep into Memphis. Ligonia. I don't remember them for this. For what they did. What the hell are you going up to Istria for? That's madness. Oh. You were intervened by Delmat. I understand. They don't have Macedon doesn't have any claims up there. They're just gonna help their ally. Make it quick. Damn it! Turn around! Didn't pay attention. Searching for the enemy fleet. I figured I didn't get the trip. No. Try again. They are probably down all the way in Meth. No, bullshit. Kush has a coast. They're probably over there. Knowing that Egypt does have an ally. Treatment successful. Thank you. Now. At war with both. That could probably be the case. Keep that national tax up. Threat successful. Cappadocia. They folded to the threat order from the Antigonid Kingdom and gave them territory. What? It's rather concerning. Not that we're making a comeback, but will you ally with us? Or is it just too many relations for you? First, we got 2 open. Plus 1 tribal vassal from up there, which I don't need. But thanks. Carthage is a competing power. And they cannot be reasoned with. But now they have a much larger fleet than Egypt. Okay, last check. Check Memphis. Surprisingly, it is within naval range, so we can penetrate all the way to Memphis. But not the eastern Nile Delta. Macedon will come. Okay, but wait until we have confirmation of their position. Hey, now that I'm better, I should siphon funds again. I need a little bit of money. At 10 health. Adopt. Even though my brother has a child named after our father. They're not there. Okay, I give up. Show me where your guy is. Where's your admiral? It would say admiral, of course. Sinus Politicus. Huh? I don't think they tell you. Sinus. Okay, they tell you sinus. God dang it. Politicus. Oh, over there. So they're over there then, so. There's actually one way in. This way. Not within range. Oh damn, we can't close that then. Cause that's not a limit. I mean, this is within a limit. This is not. Well, shoot. It's like, no matter where we position, we may fail to catch them during wartime, so. But at least we'll keep them away. And we don't have the tech yet for more naval range. That's coming up at least. Diplomatic range, not naval. We've waited long enough, so it's time. And Macedon is coming too to back us up, so we don't want to risk hunting them down. Knowing that their ships outnumber us a little, so not sure if we have the money to maintain this sort of undertaking. And they're not going to ally with us. Because we declined alliance so many times, but they decided to go with somebody else. But Macedon is willing. And nobody else. Thrace is willing, but they're not a good one to have. Neither of them, because competing power as well. Persian revolt. Okay, definitely not them, even though we're too far away from any contact. They're based in Babylon, but it still wouldn't matter. Nope. Kept right, Cyrenaica as a distraction. Though they could have a few holdings in. Like, they could take a few things over in Egypt just to keep them distracted in a land war. But we do have contact with Judea. No fleet, but a small army to keep them distracted. Yeah. Okay, what about Nabatea? Allied with Egypt. Okay, that's settled then. Ally with Cyrenaica. Ally with Judea. It's too many relations now, but it's the best we can offer. To have a few landed troops to keep the Egyptians distracted while they take over some territories to up the war score of occupation. But our real goal is Andros. One last check for everybody involved. Okay. Let's do it. Rome's not coming, but it's alright. We don't need Rome. Egypt will become enemy war leader, and it's likely they will bring their allies along, as we no longer are trading partners with Egypt. But this is to get their Egyptian sphere of influence out of Greece. Attack. We'll be right behind you. Glad there'll be some coming to defend the mainland while you're all still stuck up there. Actually, probably not anymore because, you know, the connections. Well, shoot, what are we missing? That used to be traded. We're missing marble. Can't trade for marble. So there goes that tyranny. Don't get salt, we don't get fish. We can get fish easily. No salt. Okay, we'll get honey from Macedon then. From Judea, our new friend. Pop promotion speed up. We have the discipline, we have the ship recruit speed, we have the... What else does it need? Light infantry offense. Alright, letter it is. For light infantry defense. Seems we tend to get a lot of stuff from Cappadocia. Pay attention. Because you need to trade with every single province in order to make a profit. Crap. Aha. it's all whatever to me when it comes to the... But if you're going to be adding stuff here, be more attention, because it affects the entire nation. One's needed. Arcadia is a bit unruly as of late. Well, not really, that's actually low food. Okay, we need some food then. You know, grain gives out more food, but there's enough grain to go by. You were looking at food, not loyalty. The loyalty's fine. Seems we like trading with Cappadocia. Realize that. Yeah, we didn't call these two in time, but we'll call them in a moment. Since we told these troops to stop drilling. So we're on our way now, but we're gonna need a couple more. Need to get them to the main fleet, knowing they're gonna take casualties before we retreat back to friendly port. Don't want to stay there. This is meant to be a blockading force to delay and at least try to cause casualties to prevent Egyptian forces from landing here. We're barely making a profit out of this after all these trades and everything. Anyways. Till the 10th. Got it. Hang on. Hang on. Call it in. This will keep the Egyptians distracted. Byblos has joined this small city-state. But tell you what, I don't think that would cause an Andros problem, but... And I am not gonna be the kind of guy who would establish a foothold in Phoenicia. That's unlikely. Because, you know, all this is a very, very turbulent place to be in. So they'll take a few territories for themselves while we will... Look, I'm not sure, alright? I'm not sure if we can stop them. The Admiral's on the way. Ours is slightly better than theirs, but we're a bit undernumbered. Even though we have the superior ships. Unless we go out and find him. I don't typically favor other characters, but this is just to know their location. Sinus Oedipus. That is in the Arabian Sea. Yeah, he's gone far. Stay there while we begin the siege. Slightly cheating, I know, but still. Oh hell, that's head of the family. Anyways, we have integrated it into this part here, which bring that down. Delphi's quartered. So what do we got? Actually, we need someone like you. Welcome you in, and I don't need the rest. All I need is talent. What do we need? Honey. Alright, more diplomatic reputation. I didn't know honey grows over there. Anyways. So we got a disloyal character. Plotting quietly. All hell come around. Andros lasted 62 days. Stand by. How many lower cohorts? 4. That's because I may have found someone better. Aegean Islands is the objective, which means hold this island. Ships are on their way. Canal of the Pharaohs. Remember that name. It's the only way that connects it there. Again, the Egyptian army is way down to the south. Court is bustling with sycophants, claimants, tenders. It is of little surprise that two of the most ambitious claimants to the throne of Thebes have found themselves at odds. These conflicts are getting out of hand. We ought to step in and limit their potential for escalation. Listen, you never had a family your whole life, whereas he's starting one. Just so. Whereas I am unable to pregnant my wife. Whereas I'm trying to get myself some money for reasons. Let them fight. Who can outlive the other? It's a game of one-upsmanship to them. Siege should go down soon. He's not moving anywhere. But hey, as long as you blockade here, we actually gain a little bit of money through blockading. Since we're in the Nile. I mean, but then again, our ships pass through all the local ports, including here in Memphis. Wait, Memphis is down here. That's Babylon-Egyptian. Okay. I've spoken. Beware. Also, they're about to take coast. Oh, they're on their way here. If it says Canal of the Pharaohs, get these ships moving towards them. Can't let them go up there. They must not escape. Should be an easy one. The other stratos will be kept back in reserve. Better statesmanship. You're not that prominent, family, but I'll see what I can do. Why am I thinking of this? Well, anyways. Pay attention. They're in. Attack. Going in. We know what they're up to. They slightly outnumber us, but we have the bigger ships. Well, not too many because we couldn't afford them. There's a few reinforcements are on their way. Kill them all, and the sign will be ours, and the war score will be ticking up. Morale's full. We're on our way to engage the enemy fleet. But be careful. This man, well, he's got a high base marshal. Whereas our man here, well, we're not sure about him. At least he's loyal to me, because he's my friend that I'm glad to call him. Shaking my head. Anyways, to the battle. We'll take this island in no time. Let's see where they are exactly. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Turns to their benefit. Oh, this is a crash course. Hang on. Unclear which side will win. Terrain is to their benefit. Yes, we know. It's their river. Slow down here. If we lose, then we lose, okay? Our objective is to delay and cause much destruction to the fleet as we can, just to delay the Egyptians from coming up here. And they won't be able to afford mercenaries anymore, as they continue to lose men due to attrition because of... Again, we safely assume that they're all the way down to the south. It's the fleet that I'm concerned of. If we destroy their fleet, they can't transport. The fleet has higher morale than theirs, but it's their river, and I hope this is the right tactic for this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this composition. There's no other friendly fleets out there, but they'll be notified if we lose here. But we're gonna give them our best shot. Here's the battle. We got the right tactic. Okay, now we have the advantage here. Well, let's see. Oh dear. We got him routed. We lost one ship. And that was our Liberian, but we captured 7 of their ships. We captured 10 of their triremes. Okay. So technically none of our ships got sunk. But they captured 1 of ours. Well, we captured 7 of theirs. Well done. Turn around now. Get out of here. They went to this fort here. No, they're on the move. Chase them down. They're on the run. They're trying to escape. Even though it's bad for the... Oh no. Look at this. They got a bad general, but they got a lot of camels. Well, to be fair, we have heavy ships, so we're actually going to be slow on the advance. We have to withdraw. It's nice that we captured some ships, but repairing them is going to take a while. Friendly fleets will be engaging some of theirs. So we've got the objective. Now let's hold it. Again, all I want is these two, but we need another big victory. There's the enemy fleet. Here's the thing. Unfortunately, we cannot storm this port because, one, well, hang on. We don't have a mega polyreme. And this port here cannot be raided. Canopus, so 5 or more heavy ships. Bastards! We could have really beaten them right here, right now, and destroyed their fleet. But will you surrender? It's early in the war, so no. Anyways, we have to go back. We can't take this port unless we get these ships fixed. We can hold the objective as long as we like until their war enthusiasm lowers, so we can have a favorable peace deal. Means this is going to give the enemy a chance to transport their very large army across until we beat them at sea. Keep them away from land. If the troops land, it's going to be a tough fight to get them off. This is going to take 7 months to fully repair these. It takes 10% a month for repairs. If you want to be transported here and take this island, you're free to do so. Just need the war score to tick up. He's in Alexandria now. Here's one more ship. At least they're taking land. The main Egyptian army is going after Judea. As long as we stall them. Unless we defeat them in a decisive battle, either at land or sea, where we have to systematically destroy their fleet. What? While you're at it, let's stop these repairs right now. I don't think they're going to be coming up here anytime soon, since they got other priorities now, and that is defending their own turf. So let's get this one more island. No, thank you. Now, second child from you? A discreditable defiance. A young woman named Clareste, little of note until now, has arrived in the palace of Thebes bearing a baby who she claims is the son of vassals of those. What? After some cross-examination, it is clear that she speaks the truth and the child resulted from an advisable lark at a banquet. This information is known by a few, the most trusted guards and advisors of vassals. There is no doubt it would damage both the throne's legitimacy and upset the consort of any potential successors of the vassals. Listen, my brother, and Do I really want to legitimize this? Plus, I need that money for the war effort. Children pretenders drop that loyalty, including him. Or should I just... Listen, your health will slowly wither away, but... Are you willing to risk for a young son? Silver-tongued, lustful woman. This woman's a seductress. And yet... Look, if I legitimize him by saying that he's of royal blood, then he's the new heir. And all this money will go. I mean, honestly, if I were to die, then he takes over, and yet his reign will be short, but at least he has a chump, which at least give him a couple of years, then we'll know more about him. So, just make this go away. I don't want it. Force march. Get in that ship. Get to the fleet. I know it's not fully repaired, but you are to drop them off. The Sun Fortress here. They haven't moved out yet. You're gonna make an amphibious assault here, so good luck. We'll get our fleet repaired all the way. Just give it a couple of months, and we'll be back in action. War enthusiasm is medium, so willing to surrender. Also, I'd like to see costs released too. Actually, it does make a difference in the score. So just wait a while. I have not moved out of there yet. But we do not have what you call mega polyremes, which I'm saving up that military experience for this. What the hell are you doing all the way down there? They're on a move. But they're not fully repaired. Damn it, they're out there. How large is their fleet? They have not been increasing some of the ships lately. Possible threat of civil war? There could be a navy on board? Well, we don't know that. We don't know if any of the Egyptian armies are in that fleet. But they're around here somewhere. Looking to attack. Be on guard. There it is. There's no troops. They're out hunting. These. Two more months. By May, these ships are going to be ready to go. You're going to be stuck there for a while. Just coming to our attention that a substantial amount of state food stockpiles of the province of Rebellion have seemingly disappeared overnight. Their whereabouts and supplies are still debated. Some claim a group of assertive the merchants swindled an incompetent clerk. Others that a vengeful god spirit away in anger. In any case, the reserves are severely diminished. Heads will roll. Tyranny remains the same as it was earlier. One more month. Keep an eye. Son of the Admiral, you go. The Admiral's busy. That son of he was the head of the family. Or was that the other guy? I don't know. Ready to go. Set sail. We gotta hunt them down. Good luck trying to make your way back, alright? You're gonna be stuck there for a while. Because that fleet is too dangerous to be left around. Left sailing around the seas. We're gonna go pick you up later. There they are. Okay. I'm risking this. I need 5 Lebanese. Ram tactics. Go ahead of our fleet and try to catch them. It's the only way we can get them since they move slower. Don't let them get back to Alexandria. In fact, do we have an ore master? If we do, good. No. Stupid idea. We're doing this to the old man. See? Not gonna make it to the port. He's not our master. He's made it to port in time. Bastard. You know, they could have just attacked right now, but why aren't they? Or whatever, as long as we keep a blockade, that actually adds up to the war score. We're on our way, just hang on. Very well. We can capture this one port here. but not Alexandria, because we do not have megapolyremes to bring down their fortresses, nor the economy to support this sort of undertaking. Think. Think. I mean, it's going to keep going up. Do you want to risk waiting 5 months? $31, $42. Oh, it's mostly mercenaries anyhow. But anyways, keep them blockade. That's actually going to add up to the war score. If ports are blockaded, at least one of them. But for now, they cannot escape. As intended. Unless we have to give them a false sense of security. So that was the original plan all along, just to keep the enemy fleet in their port so they don't bring the Egyptian army over this way. Done well. We wait for your call. Although there is a way to lower the thing, but I also kind of want cost to be a feudatory, but it's going to need a little more than that. So we can kick the Egyptian sphere of influence out of Greece once and for all. So we'll wait as long as we like. You know, the Egyptian follow the Levantine Arabian traditions instead of Greek. Though they can unlock Arcturian and Megapolyrean ships, but it's going to take longer to go to that route. Whereas we Greeks, easy for me to say, can get these much easier. Anyways, almost there. Just never got over my depression, and as for my bastard son, never acknowledged it. Oh hell. Hate to have a starving population. Costs us a tiny bit of gold. These people need food. In case if that doesn't increase the food next month, then courage trade. Hell, why haven't we done that? We're getting a tiny bit of profit now. Waiting for it to be low. While we gain a nice tidy profit from blockades. Just have to wait for Egypt's war enthusiasm to be low, as they will be taking Judea, at least parts of it. They do not have a bone to pick with Egypt, unfortunately. We would love to see those two fight. Egypt's got nothing against the Antagonids. But I'm sure they're mad at us now, after what we just pulled. What the hell are you doing provoking? You know, I feel like I'm glad that ended based on, you know, where we are at this time. Could go all the way up to 25. could just take Andros, but I'd like to have cost 2 as a feudatory. 42 plus. They won't be able to afford mercenaries now. Now they got themselves into debt. We could make separate peace deals instead, but we can't do that if Egypt's the war leader. Let me see. No. Can't do that. Again, we want those 2 for ourselves, which they'll be willing. But I would also love to have cost as a feudatory, but that's going to take a little while longer. Just wait for their war enthusiasm to be low. And you know, they can't afford to build more ships either. So they got themselves out of debt through an event. If you want more food Arcania, then integrate more land. It's fine. More taxes needed for the war effort. Biblos war enthusiasm's low. Waiting for Egypt to be low. We await your offer. Okay. Once the war's over Egypt, I'm going to improve relations with Egypt again, because they're our very good trading partner to have. All the food from there, all the good resources, and that on and so forth. It's just we needed those islands. And perhaps our next war will be with the Antigonids, because they never made an alliance with them. Though they can have a lot of mercenaries and a lot of manpower behind them. Is there? Just have to observe. There's a recently large influx of Rhodian traders and travelers visiting Consus. As Rhodes is under our protection, we have opened up and tried to become more friendly and well known throughout our nation. Both sides are starting to see the benefits of this relationship, just trying to make a decision on what kind of level is going to set their influence in Consus. We only accept merchants in this city. There you go, a little more money. Not low yet. But they will soon. Almost there. One more aqueduct, then you'll be eligible to be a metropolis. They're going to take the long way around to deal with this. Getting there. So I can change the stance soon to make it easier. To make it more negotiable. Never had a chance to impregnate him. What harm would one child do? Hope he grows up to be fine. I mean, I don't think he'll have the charisma of what it looks like right now. But Just wait till it reaches 25. Just the head of family. Glad we got our legitimacy back after what happened with the previous episode. So yeah, we're definitely going to need you for the upcoming war against the Antagonists, which that one should not be as easy as what we did with Egypt, because they have a much more formidable fleet. I mean, stronger than the Egyptian. Egypt may have the numbers, but they were weak on the inside. Just took a drink. Not enough nails. That's the reason for the low prestige. Actually, bull. That's because of other things. Ruler and those in office. Correct? Head of the family in the office. One more time. At least we hardly take any casualties in this war. Okay. One more. Alright. And then the clock will be ticking on them. To get me what I want. Ah, damn it, he's depressed. Okay. Your time. Barely. It would have been either that or release costs. That's how it's gonna go. Tell you what. Switch the stance. Here you go. Other coast stance. This lowers the war score cost. Less aggressive expansion impact. Now let's talk peace. Yeah, but the problem is its last major battle. So it's gonna take time. So we're kind of stuck between the two. If it's not it, then at least... Nope, they're not even gonna go. As I said, I really want this area. And either of these, look, they'll just accept losing this. These two islands, the ones I wanted, but not these areas. And expanding to these areas themselves would mean a bit too much, as you could say. Where's the... Yeah. Slightly higher. They will be accepting, just give me those islands, but I want costs too. So for now, And I am not willing to sacrifice my troops to fight against this very large army they got over there. But sending both of our armies to deal with one and a weak commander. This may convince. Okay, I got an idea, but this is a stupid idea. We're actually going to go in and attack. Just this once. Assuming they'll still be over there. Watch out for going through that storm, you goofs. It went away, do not worry. It still says it has fish, not anymore. None of them took damage. Go for it. It's just their war enthusiasm won't go down unless we do something about one of their armies. If we want cause, we have to fight for it. Fight against the real Egyptian army. Get in. We're here for pickup. Heading to Cyrenaica. Destination. And that also means we're letting the fleet roam free. If he decides to. This is going to be risky. 64. Well fortified. Ugh. So many armies over there. Guess they finished their Kush business down there. Yeah, full focus. But we need to defeat their army just once. One decisive battle, and that's that. Then we'll get what we wanted. If not, then we'll just have the islands. We'll just have Andros. Risking our lives for this. Again, it's a bad general they have over there. We can easily put the hurt on them with phalanx tactics. There you go, war enthusiasm's low. Almost there. Now they're on retreat. Okay, they're both in. May want to head over there soon, because I think that the army's going to be on their way for at least a pickup for their potential invasion. It's going down a little for the negative. Oh no. We won't get there fast enough. They're engaging. But the Macedonians have landed and now they've stranded themselves. Oh hell. Defeating their army entirely would have been a nice tactic, but it's too much Egypt. Their capital is only a 4 level 1. but you would risk bringing the entire Egyptian army this way. Before 105 days comes, then then we'll have to go for it. We really want them out of here. All of Judea has been occupied. Was the sacrifice worth it? They have lots of heavy infantry and camels and lots of light infantry. Which means they could definitely take a beating. Again, we ask you, what's it gotta take? Zero will reach the army because damn it! Hard to decide that one. Think. If we send our army down here, risk fighting all of Egypt. Either that or just accept the fact, alright? A bunch of marauding hordes out there. Along with their many mercenaries that they've hired. Here comes one of their armies. I believe they're after Macedon. 50,000! Yeah, we definitely cannot attack them. But the war score is getting further and further away from here. Making gains. Look at these forces. Even though their generals aren't that good, but while the Macedon is distracting them, should we send our forces into Alexandria? I should tell you what. Land this fort. At least there's a road here. At least we have a port to escape from. Hey! We caught him. Get ready to march. Last chance. 42. Wait a minute. One decisive battle may or may not do, but badly outnumbered. They're going to be on their way here. They're force marching. You can see that. Just hit force march because we realized what they're up to. They have the camels, they have the light infantry. The question is, can we do it? Says yes. Go save the bastards! Go save these poor bastards. And they're going to be on their way over here with much larger force. phalanx is working. Fleet's sunk. Get back to port, both of you. It's gotta be it. Yes. The enemies captured 2 of our Libranians. 1 Petter, 1 Petter. Bastards. Even though we sunk a good portion of their triremes, we captured 4 of their ships. 7 triremes, 1 Petter. Well, we lost a few good ones. Total of 93 is what we have. Go pick up these poor bastards out here. We've got what we wanted. Yes. Yes, we did it. Kos becomes a feudatory to Thebes. That's what I wanted. And these islands. So, Egypt no longer has a sphere of influence in Greek matters anymore. Imprison their leaders and let the rest disappear. Okay, you can all go home now. And now we can build mega polyreme ships if we wish to. Set sail to the Saronic Gulf to Athens. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this was quite an episode. What interesting. We have Andros now. So the only thing we have to do next is to fight against the Antigonids for Salamis and this island too. But one problem. They're more than ready to fight, though they're in the middle of a war, but they're winning that war. Armenia was once a regional power, but that's gone now, as they have become a great power. Not a major power, a great power. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as they're being sailed home, well, oh dear, War of Carthage for one of these areas. Rome's busier than ever. Macedon is not ready because they've lost their fleet, and their men are stranded in Egypt. Well, and this is the fleet we have to watch out for. That's their main fleet, in fact. This is who the heck we're dealing with. They're 12 megapolymes, but we'll see what we can do in the next episode. Perhaps bring Cappadocia along to have this sort of thing. The distance, threats, all that and more in the next episode of Thebes. And until then, so long for now.